In the last video we talked about Wanikani, my favourite tool for studying Japanese kanji and vocabulary, and although it's a good tool, there are certainly things that can be improved upon. Thankfully its creators have left the platform fairly open to modification, allowing some incredibly talented members of the community to go above and beyond in creating some outstanding modifications and add-ons for the service. So today I'm going to take you for a quick look through my top 5 Wanikani add-ons and applications. First up we have Ultimate Timeline, an add-on I consider most essential, and I'm kind of surprised the website hasn't already implemented its own version of this feature already. Basically it sits on your Wanikani homepage and allows you to see all upcoming kanji radical and vocabulary reviews pending in up to the next 72 hours. It breaks it down into 30-minute slots and gives you a nice visual graphic of where you're at and what you can expect to see in that time frame. Most importantly, it shows you the SRS progress of the kanji and radical items in your current level. It also shows you the exact time of the next review for each item, allowing you to plan out some highly effective study. Okay, next review. 2 AM. Easy. Fuck's sake. Staying focused like this is sure to bring you closer to your glorious domination of kanji. At number 2 we have Kanji Highlighter, and it does exactly what it says on the tin. Navigate to a Japanese website and it will highlight all the kanji you've already learnt on Wanikani. Kanji that aren't taught on Wanikani are highlighted in black. Ones that are considered burnt are green, and ones that you've just learnt are red. Various colours in between will show you how memorised your kanji are based on your Wanikani level. It's not a perfect representation of your progress on Wanikani, but it does help to put into perspective just how much you've learnt in such a short amount of time. Loading a website in Japanese, seeing all the kanji highlighted in green, and then realising you have the ability to read an entire article written in Japanese is a very gratifying feeling. I'm a highly impatient person, and it often causes me to type way too fast and spell far too many things wrong. During my reviews, without even looking what I've typed half of the time, I hit the enter key and send an incoherent string of gibberish out into the ether, only to have an angry red wrong thrown straight back into my face. With the Override tool, you have the option to manually cancel the input of a wrong answer once it's been entered. Just scroll down to the bottom of the screen and click on the little ignore button. This will turn that angry red into a calm, soothing yellow that says, "Don't worry, it's okay. You don't have to wait 4 days to correct your stupid mistake. Now have some coke." I would highly advise users not to get carried away with this function and only use it in times of genuine mistakes, or, I don't know, you type in a word but then you remember that you live in England and the site is made by American people who insist on changing the words for everything. Gomi fukuro. Bin bag. Yes. Bin bag. Of course I'm joking, and I know you can add synonyms for every word, but I'm just lazy. In this modern age, having web services that are exclusively tethered to use through an internet browser can seem somewhat archaic. Unfortunately, Wanikani is one of those services. However, before that starts to put you off, on the App Store you can find a very convincing third-party application which copies all the same aesthetics from the website and gives you all the same functionality. In the review section it even has the override function I mentioned in number 3. It really is the perfect companion to allow you to maximise on all those spare pockets of time throughout the day. This next one takes top place, as I consider it as the app that adds most efficiently to the Wanikani learning system. I'm talking obviously about Kaniwani. No, I didn't read that wrong. Oh, okay. One of the biggest problems I find with Wanikani is that it only tests your ability to translate from Japanese to English and not the other way around. I feel that this can have a slightly negative effect, And when you're trying to talk in Japanese, it's harder to recall the words as you're thinking them in English than translating them into the words that you're actually saying. Thankfully, Kaniwani takes care of that problem. It only takes a few moments to set up an account and links to your current level on Wanikani. From there on, it operates in very much a similar style to Wanikani. However, you are then shown words in English and asked to translate in Japanese. I feel this helps solidify all the words that I've learnt on Wanikani, as when I read things in Japanese, I often recognise the kanji before I actually recognise the meaning of the word. Sometimes talking in English, it's harder to recall the word than it is to see it written down on paper. If you are joining Wanikani from a higher level, they do have the ability to manually lock levels, allowing you to start from 1 and work your way up at a much more manageable pace. As a final note, if you are using the Wanikani app or the Kaniwani website, they will require your Kaniwani API key in order to access all the data from your user and kanji levels. To find it, all you have to do is log into Wanikani, and at the top right corner of the screen, click on Menu, Settings and an Account. Scroll down to the bottom and your API key will be there waiting for you. Just copy and paste that into the application that's requesting it, and away you go. So what do you think? Did I miss something you consider essential to your kanji crunching experience? If you want to check out any of the applications or add-ons I mentioned in today's video, please check out links in the description. Alternatively, if you're skilled and have the ability and have a really good idea, then create your own add-ons and maybe I'll cover them in a future video.